One character's words of advice to Carmy in the Bear Season 4 trailer highlight exactly how Carmy's story must end. Created by Christopher Storer, The Bear has been one of the most successful shows under the FX on Hulu umbrella. Owing to this, it is not surprising that, despite experiencing a slight dip in critical ratings after Season 3, the show is all set to return with another installment on June 25, 2025. While only time will tell whether Season 4 will learn from its predecessor's mistakes, the upcoming installment already seems quite promising based on its latest trailer. The biggest complaint surrounding Season 3 was that it moved the overarching storyline at a snail's pace. The Bear Season 4's trailer suggests that it is fixing this issue by moving Carmy, Sydney, and their crew's narrative in a forward direction. In an intriguing scene from the trailer, a character also gives Carmy a crucial piece of advice by telling him that he ain't got nothing to prove. It is hard not to see how Carmy's story would have the perfect ending if he eventually ended up taking the advice seriously. Tina is right, Carmy must learn a crucial lesson before his story ends. Carmy must slow down before it is too late. Tina in the bus in The Bear. Almost throughout The Bear's Seasons 1 and 2, Carmy struggled to deal with the weight of his past traumas and the growing grief surrounding his brother's sudden demise. He was haunted by the memories of working under a toxic leader in a Michelin-star restaurant and could not help but wonder why his brother never let him work in their parents' sandwich restaurant. Despite this, he still tried to be a good leader to his fellow workers at the central restaurant by ensuring that he created a healthy working environment in his kitchen. Unfortunately, his unchecked ambitions in the culinary world started corrupting him in The Bear Season 3, leading him to become the very embodiment of the people he despised. As Season 3 progressed, Carmy unknowingly pushed people away from him and also risked losing everything he built for himself. In The Bear Season 4's trailer, Tina reminds Carmy that he has got nothing to prove, which is one piece of advice he needs to take seriously before he ends up losing everything from the relationships he values to his sense of self. Carmy's ambitiousness primarily stems from his brother's rejection, who did not let him work at their parents' restaurant. Determined to prove himself, the Jeremy Allen White character left home and decided to step into the culinary world to show his brother and family what he was capable of. Little did he realize that his brother was only protecting him from the chaos and dysfunction that came with running the family business. Carmy's obsession with proving himself only became worse when he started working under a toxic chef in a Michelin-starred restaurant. As several flashbacks reveal, the chef would often push Carmy to his limits by degrading and insulting him in the kitchen. The Bear Season 4's trailer suggests that Tina will finally see how Carmy is going down a self-destructive path with his ambitions and help him realize that he must let go of the past to be able to become a better chef and person in general. How The Bear could end if Carmy realizes he has nothing to prove. The central restaurant will return to its original state. If Carmy eventually understands that he has nothing to prove, he will see how he does not have to run a fine dining Michelin-approved restaurant to show his culinary skills. He would realize that the Bear restaurant would be better off being a sandwich store like it used to be, where the Berzato family and their friends worked in union to embrace their love for food. Given how Carmy, Sydney, and their crew have put their blood, sweat, and tears into making the Bear what it is, it would be heartbreaking to see the restaurant's downfall. At the same time, though, it is hard not to see how Carmy's best ending would involve him stepping away from the relentless pursuit of material success. Like Walpolta's chef Luca, Carmy needs to realize that, at a certain stage, it's less about skill and more about being open, to the world, yourself, to other people. This realization will only come to him in The Bear if he follows Tina's advice and understands that he has nothing to prove to anyone.